Unfortunately, I had to leave my church when they took a political direction. After being there for 10 or 15 years, they went in a direction I couldn't support. That was really difficult to leave that family. I also became a Christian later on in life, and that has really sort of made me dial into the purpose. Unfortunately, I had to leave my church when they took a political direction. After being there for 10 or 15 years, they went in a direction I couldn't support. That was really difficult to leave that family. So my sister is gay, and when I joined that church, it was a non-issue. I raised my kids in that church, and over time, I would hear messages and I'd think, is anybody else hearing what I'm hearing? And no, they weren't. They weren't. But I felt I was uniquely sensitive to it. And I think it plays into the idea of it's not important to me if it doesn't impact me. Those people saying, I don't really care about LGBTQ rights, weren't impacted by it. They didn't have a loved one whose marriage could be annulled, who's might not be allowed in a hospital room for their loved one. The pastor has said from the pulpit, if it was his own child, he would not marry them. He would not do a marriage ceremony. And so those things just kept coming, kept happening. And ultimately, I made the choice. Once they disaffiliated, I said, I cannot serve this church anymore. That was really awful. That was awful because it was about 15 years of my kids growing up and knowing every inch of that building because I had been so very deep in service. And so we've had conversations of, it's true, we could someday meet God and he might say, you missed the mark a little bit. You did it in love. You approached everybody with love, but I kind of wish you did it a little differently. That might happen, but I'm okay with that because what I think is going to happen is, in fact, this administration who claim to be Christians, I do believe that God is going to say to them, you missed the mark entirely. You did it in my name. You did not approach anybody in love. You did not take care of your brother. You did not serve the widow. All of those things. So while I miss the mark every day and I am not perfect and I know that there's more I could be doing, I know that that God is going to see that I'm out here trying and that I'm approaching everybody and everything with love.